Okay, today's project is we're going to change this weather stripping. They call this the B pillar on a 1993 Corvette C4 Anniversary Edition. And I've already started on the project. What I did was I took the top off, which it was the first time it was ever off since the car was brand new. That was a lot of work. It required some WD-40 and about an hour of just slowly letting it seep under all of the seals, and it finally came off after about an hour of work and just working it very carefully. So then what I did was this, I'll show you a picture of what it was like before. This seal here was the worst of all of them. It was all cracked up down this section right here, primarily. On the driver's side, not so much on the other side. But just for cosmetic reasons, I wanted to get this one replaced. So I just tore off as much as I could of the original one. And then what I did was I removed these channels right here. And what I did was this one here, like 3 screws here, took this off, took it over on the wall, and used a combination of mineral spirits, a flathead screwdriver, and just pretty much any tool that I could that would get all of the glue and the existing weather stripping off of this, because it's extremely difficult to get it 100% off of here. But took me about an hour for each of these sections. Did the same thing on this top section. The key is you have to get it underneath these lips all the way down. You can't have anything left in these grooves, or else you're going to have a hard time getting the new strip on. So same thing, you know, a combination of taking this off and mineral spirits and flathead screwdriver, picks, pretty much any tool that I could use that would get in these channels, get them cleaned out and get all the glue off of the base of this channel. And same thing on the other side. Now the thing was, there was a whole lot of glue that the factory put on these strips. I mean, like way more than it needed. So I'm just going to use minimal glue. I actually already put a weather strip on here, and that's part of the purpose of this video, was that I made the mistake that a lot of people make. I bought one of the cheap C4 weather stripping kits on eBay. I figured that, well, this car never goes out in the rain or the elements. How bad could it be? Well, it's bad because, I mean, it's funny, the strip actually fit perfect in all of these channels and it mounted great, but when you try to put the top back on, no dice. You simply cannot. It will not compress enough. The rubber is way too hard, way too thick in order to get the top back on. And that was after working it for at least an hour I wasted. It just will not compress, and it's not even close. I couldn't get within a half inch of getting the screws back on it. So lesson learned, you have to buy a soft quality set of weather stripping for any piece. So I'm just going to change this in pieces. I'm not going to buy a whole kit because, like I say, this B pillar was the only one that I have that was really bad. But I'm also going to change the 2 side ones on the targa top. So what I'm going to do now is start to mount the next channel, the next weather strip in these channels, the new one that I got. I did order it from eBay too, but I got it from a vendor that seems to sell the high quality soft weather strips, so we'll find out. If not, I'll be sure to tell you. And I'm just going to put minimal glue on it, and when I say minimal, maybe just like a spot of the good 3M weather stripping, like maybe right here, maybe a tiny spot, maybe a 1-inch spot right here. And the same thing on these, it's like one here, maybe a small strip in the middle, a small strip on the end. And it makes it a disaster to change it again 5 to 10 years down the road. So I don't want that to be an issue for somebody, myself or anybody else, because weather stripping will wear out from age, even if the car doesn't have any miles on it, and even if you keep it indoors, it simply dry rots over time and gets bad. So I'm going to go ahead and start mounting this, and I'll show you when it's mounted. If I run into any issues, I'll let you know. It's very straightforward, at least it actually was on the cheap Chinese kit. Like I say, it mounted great, you just simply could not compress it enough to get the top back on. So I'm sure that the new high quality strip will mount easy. Okay, I got the new weather strip on. It went on pretty easy. I'm reasonably satisfied with it. I mean, some of this does look like it's already has some minor deterioration in it, so I don't know what to think of that. But overall, I'm reasonably satisfied with it. It's certainly a lot better than what was on there. It's not hard to get on. I found that it was probably better to keep the glue a little wetter, because you didn't have to worry about it trying to stick exactly where you were gonna squeeze it into these channels. So you had a little more leeway if you left it a little wetter. And like I said, I didn't use a whole lot of the glue, and I tried to spread it pretty thin. If I had to do it over again, I'd actually just use E6000 glue that you can get at any Walmart or place like that. I would not have ordered this 3M stuff. I mean, maybe my opinion's a little different on this, but I'm not overly impressed with this stuff. But I'm sure it's fine. And I reused the original little tabs here that you press in. There's one on each side here. So what I'm going to do now is take the top out of the back, which, as you see, I have it in the trunk area here, and make sure it's going to fit on here. I can tell you, I think it's going to fit fine with this seal. This seal definitely compresses a lot better and isn't as thick as the other seal was anyway. So I don't think I'll have any trouble with it, but that's going to be the next step. Before I put the top back on, I always use some silicone grease. Now make sure you don't confuse this with silicone caulking or anything like that. This is meant to lube rubber things such as O-rings and things of that nature. Small, electronic plastic parts and things like that. So I'm using some of this. I just very lightly put a coating on it and then took a napkin and wiped any excess off. I think that, had this been done regularly over the last 30 years, might not have had to replace these seals. But since that was never done, I'm doing it now. I think it's a good idea, but, I'm not telling you to do it nor suggesting it. It's just something that I'm doing. Okay, took about a half hour, but I was able to get the top put back on. It was still a bit of a tight fit, but I'm not used to putting this top on and off, so possibly, my technique wasn't the greatest, but, it's fine now. I would recommend this seal. I think it's good, and for the first time, I don't think that was too hard to get that back on. Overall recommended. Needs a good wash now, but I didn't run into anything unexpected on this project. The next thing I am going to do soon is I'm going to replace these two sides from this top here. So I'll be taking the top off again in order to replace these. But I did want to do these one at a time to make sure everything is fitting and seating. That way I'm only dealing with one thing at a time, not a bunch of unknowns. And the next thing I'll do is this hatch back here. This hatch seal isn't all that bad, but it's got some splits in the corners, and I'm not even sure if that's the way it was originally or not. I don't think so. And a lot of the glue seems to be disintegrating here. So even though this thing is not actually cracked up anywhere, it still looks pretty good to me. I think I'm just going to bite the bullet and replace it. It is still in pretty nice shape. So I don't know, maybe I should just take it off, clean the channel out underneath here, and like re-glue it. I don't know if that's worth the effort or not, but considering that it's not that bad, I actually might do that. I don't know. Have to think about that one. Well, in any event, I hope you got something out of this. Okay, thanks a lot.